Well, good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Thank you so much for inviting me into your classroom this morning to do a devotion. It's been a little while since I've done one, so I'm really excited. So, we're going through the Christian values. I wonder, do you have a favorite Christian value? Maybe if we flip that around, do you have a least favorite Christian value? But look, as you think about that, I want to talk to you today about cleanliness and why does it actually matter? So, as we begin, I want you to put your thinking caps on. I would like you to have a think about the most smelliest, most disgusting thing or place you have ever been to or smelt. Now, I need your teacher's help with me because I would like them to quickly pause the video for just 30 seconds or 60 seconds, and I would like you to share with the class, with the group, what the smelliest thing or what the dirtiest thing you've ever seen has been. So teacher, if you can pause the video now for 30 seconds to discuss this. Alrighty, so coming back to me now. So I've had a chance also to think about the smelliest, dirtiest thing or place I've ever seen. Now, here is a place I went to when I was about 16 or 17, so a little bit older than you. And this is a place called Smoky Mountain, and that is in a country called the Philippines. Now, I know there are some Filipino people potentially in your class, so if you're Filipino, good for you. You might know this place, or maybe you've heard of this place. But this place is called Smoky Mountain, and it's just outside Manila, which is like a big city in the Philippines. But basically, Smoky Mountain is a mountain that's been building up over the years of rubbish. That's where all the city and a lot of the country take their rubbish. But here's the thing, people work there by looking through the trash. People also live in and around it. They're living in a pile of garbage. It's crazy. It is a very smelly place. When I got out of the car, when I was there, it just hit me in the face. I could smell it and I could see it all, and it just did not look very good. So that's probably the smelliest place and the most dirtiest place I've ever seen. But I do need to admit, now Heathdale Christian College is not Smoky Mountain, but there have been times, and I reckon your teachers would agree with me, that I'm walking outside and I see a lot of rubbish and a lot of mess. So here's some photos. Now I just walked around briefly, okay? I didn't, do much, and to be honest, as I was walking, it was cleaner than usual, but it was still really messy. So in these photos, you can see out underneath the grade 5 and 6 rooms, you've got a lot of rubbish near the bins there, the courtyard and along the pathways, in the playground. There's just a lot of rubbish around all the time. And the birds come and they eat it and they peck. And it's not very good. Now, once again, Heathdale Christian College is not Smoky Mountain, but I think we could do a lot better in keeping our school clean. So, why does being clean actually matter? Why do your teachers tell you not to throw rubbish on the ground? Why does your mum and dad ask you to clean your bedroom and the house from time to time? Why does being clean matter? Well, it actually matters for a few reasons. Now, I think we can all agree that rubbish makes things just a bit smelly. Isn't that true? Maybe it's a banana peel that just smells, or some meat that's gone off, or dairy. Rubbish can smell. But did you know, being unclean in your body, maybe not showering as much as you should, or using the right sort of soaps, you can develop skin conditions by not being clean. Maybe your parents have one day told you to make sure you clean behind your ears, because oftentimes we forget to clean behind our ears, and there can be a lot of dirt there and people can get rashes. So I think it's really important that we keep our body clean. What about our teeth? We've got to brush our teeth, we've got to floss our teeth, because if they get dirty and messy, we can have bad dental health and our teeth can fall out and we get a lot of pain. But why else? Well, what is another reason that we keep clean. Well, have a look at the top corner there. I can see a black crow. Now, hands up in the classroom. Have you ever seen a black crow at Heathdale? Yep, if your hand's not up, you probably aren't looking hard enough. These black crows are everywhere and they're scavengers. They only come to the school because there's a lot of rubbish around. Now, we've also got some mice. Now, I don't know if I've seen a mouse yet, but I'm waiting for the day where I've seen a mouse. Maybe you remember seeing a mouse at school. I'm sure your teachers might remember if there's ever been a mouse. I do know at the mountain campus, there are a lot of possums. There are a lot of possums. Once again, they probably like the rubbish too. But if we don't clean up our mess, if we don't pick up our rubbish, someone else is going to. And you know what? It is not good for God's creation. It is not good for wildlife to be eating our plastic and our rubbish. You know, this rubbish sometimes eventually ends up in the ocean, and turtles and fish, things God created, can die. They get wrapped up in it. Poor little fishes. You know, we've got to clean our environment so that we can look after God's awesome creation. So that's why I think being clean should matter to us who spend a lot of time at this school. We are here. We don't want it to be smelly. We don't want to have skin problems or allergy issues, and we don't want to attract pests. But why does being clean matter to God? Well, as you can see from this photo at the very top, God created the whole heavens and earth in 6 days. He created the seas filled with fish, the sky filled with birds. He created trees and plants and vegetation. And then he created us humans. And we were designed, we were made, girls and boys, to keep it clean and to look after it and to benefit from the produce that the earth produces. But also, God is pure. God isn't dirty. God isn't disordered. You know, sometimes we become messy because we're disordered. You know, everything's everywhere. We need to learn as we continue to grow up to be functional adults, boys and girls. You need to have some sense of order in your life. And that can start with ordering things as simple as your bedroom. You know, I'm sure some of you have a very clean bedroom, but I wonder, for those who struggle to keep their bedroom clean, I wonder if you can start by cleaning the bedroom, because I'm sure if you can clean your bedroom, you can make huge changes in all of the society by cleaning this place that is most special to you. But also, we need to realize that God is clean and God is pure. And sometimes when we disobey God's commandments, it's kind of like we're impure. So God wants us to be checking our heart and checking our mouth and checking our mind every day, that we're thinking pure thoughts and keeping a clean heart, not being angry at people or being violent or thinking thoughts we shouldn't. We got to stay clean because God himself is clean. So I think that is all pretty special. You know what? If you're someone who sometimes throws rubbish and doesn't even care, please consider the environment. Please consider your friends, and also maybe even consider the people who have to pick the rubbish up after you. You know, sometimes, here we go, I can actually show you. So this is in my office, right? This is a rubbish picker-upper. Sometimes when you guys finish lunchtime and you go back to class, Mr. Bird comes up and cleans up, because I don't want crows and magpies eating rubbish, because they could choke on it. That's terrible. So let's all keep a clean school. Let's make sure you keep a clean bedroom and a clean kitchen, because when you grow up, you can be a clean person. And being clean really honors God. But also remember to check your heart. Make sure you're being kind and loving to people. Make sure you're spending your time in prayer and thankfulness. I think these are all great things to remember. So, bit of a strange devotion today. I thought I've never done a devotion on cleanliness, but I think it is really good that we acknowledge some of the mistakes we've all been making. You know, when I was a student, I used to drop rubbish as well. So, please remember to keep yourself clean and tidy so you can be healthy and well. And remember to keep a clean school and a clean desk. Anyway, thanks for letting me come into your classroom today. Hope you have a fantastic day. See ya.